Many people know of the popular education show How It's Made, but How It's Made didn't branch out quite far enough. Now, I have branched out to Aperture Laboratories to get special footage of how the portal guns are made. I won't be able to go into too much detail on how the portal guns are made electrically for legal reasons, but we are the first to be able to tell you Aperture Labs are opening their doors and selling their portal guns. You can go to the website on screen or in the description to find how. As you can see, the portal gun is created with many parts. Four main parts are the core, which is the part that glows, the hard plastic pieces that hold the last part, the electrical part that runs all the data that goes through the portal gun, and lastly there is the main piece, the metal frame, which doubles as the storage and cooling of the core. The first step in the process to creating the portal gun is making the plastics. To make the plastics, they have three types of injection molds that they have thousands of copies of. The plastic is created in high-density polyethylene. It is melted, then put in a needle that pierces the silicone mold and injects the plastic. After waiting about 2 to 3 hours, it is taken out by splitting the silicone in half with the cuts that were made previously. They repeat that process thousands of times throughout the 3 hours because of the size of the facility that they own. The next step in the portal gun's creation is making the electronics to put inside of the plastic parts. It is made with a fully automated CNC machine that makes the circuit boards. Then a different machine inserts the different electrical components onto the board and then solders them into place. They add several different testing LEDs for later. Next, they insert the electronics into their own specially designed spaces so that they fit nicely without any screws. They do add some glue so that it doesn't slip or break in use. The third step in this process is creating the metal pieces, and it would be difficult for a human to do all the work that one machine does. The machine starts off with a hollow cylinder that is about 15 centimeters wide and a half of an inch thick. The cylinder is made out of a special heat dispersive material that the company keeps under tight wraps. This one machine uses several hydraulic sticks to push in the metal with millimeter precision. Then some well-qualified employees make sure the metal is up to their standards for build quality. The fourth step is creating the core. We aren't allowed to know what is inside the core, but all we can say is that they use a beam of light to power the core, and that it is put inside a metal part of the portal gun. It helps the portal gun by being the main power source, and also being the source of the portal projectiles, with some help from gunpowder. The fifth step is assembly. In assembly, they attach the different parts, except for the electrical components which were previously put inside the plastic parts. The assembly begins with attaching the metal tube to the plastic. Then insert the core very delicately, or it could lead to very deadly consequences. This is done with robotic arms so that it can be more efficient and cost-effective. Now they have to test objects. If that works, then they test living organisms, but only rats, or else it would be inhumane. And you know Aperture's motto, packaging and shipping. Aperture makes sure that all of their packages have the utmost care put into every step, but they take packaging to the next level with Aperture Mail. They make sure that every single Aperture package is taken with so much care that they had to make their own mailing system. They also make sure that they don't give their portal guns to sketchy people. They do extensive background checks, and the portal gun comes with a tutorial feature. Here is a short segment of it, where it teaches you to go through the steps, where you start with one portal at a time.
As part of an optional test protocol, we are pleased to present an amusing fact. The device is now more valuable than the organs and combined incomes of everyone in
subject hometown here.